And good evening, everyone. Welcome to SAISD Sports Complex. We are under the lights once again here on a Friday night. It is the Jefferson Mustangs and the Highlands Owls are squaring off, and this is shaping up to be a pivotal clash between these two district teams, with both teams looking to stay alive in the playoff picture. This one means a lot more than just a night game. The Jefferson Mustangs come into district play 1-1, while the Highlands Owls are 1-2. This game, important game for the district standings. So despite their records, the stakes are high. So we'll have kickoff in just a few moments. But before that, it's the Martinez and Associates pregame show. We'll be right back. You're watching high school football, SAISD high school football on RC Audio Sports.
When you're hit by a motor vehicle, there's nobody that tells you that there's most likely going to be $1 billion insurance company protecting the driver that just hit you. It's a mistake to play in traffic, just like it's a mistake to go against an auto insurance company all alone. When you get into a car crash, don't fight the $1 billion auto insurance companies alone. If you've been injured in a car crash, call Martinez and Associates today at 210-337-1111.
Gonna see me shine, 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 walking on beams of light, 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 light.
And we welcome you back to SAISD Sports Complex. Coach Robert Villafranca, I am Bobby Mendez. Reese Robinson, technical director for this evening, and the Castro family, 7 Cents Media on our production for the cameras. Isaiah and Sebastian Castro, Arissa and Caleb Castro down on the field, capturing the images that you shall see on our social media later on as well. So Coach Villafranca, a tough matchup here this evening between these two SAISD schools. The Highlands Owls are hosting the Jefferson Mustangs. We're able to talk to both coaches before the game, got their thoughts. But let's give them, our people, some information about tonight's game. The Jefferson Mustangs, the home team tonight. So let's talk a little bit about the Highlands Owls, and we've seen them a few times before. Coming in, big game for them tonight.
A big game for Jefferson and Highlands, as you say, Bobby. Both teams with one win under their belts. The SAISD, it's a District 12, 5AD2, all SAISD schools, 7 teams in that district. My math tells me that 3 wins very likely gets you into it. So as you do the math, Jefferson and Highlands each with a win apiece, trying to get to that 3rd win. Not a whole lot of football season left, so it's crunch time, and these both of these squads are looking at, if not must win, I think Highlands has got 3 games left. Jefferson's got 4, a little bit more on the must-win side for Highlands than it is for Jeff. But as we head down that home stretch, every game has got a little must in it.
Yeah, their first win and only district win came in against Edison Golden Bears, a 65-6 win. Then lost to Lanier and to Burbank. Coach, the last game you and I did together was that Burbank game where the Highlands Owls felt like they had something going on, and just Burbank came away with it in the end.
It was a big interception, a pick 6 in the 4th quarter. It looked like that game may have been going into overtime, but the pick 6 kind of changed the course of that game. And the Burbank Bulldogs and Coach Mitchell Ricker the Bulldogs got their first win of the district season. Coach Ricker, his first career win as a head coach that night.
Well, we have much more here on the Martinez and Associates pregame show, along with conversations with both the head coaches. We'll take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll continue our coverage on the Martinez and Associates pregame show.
Ready! Set!
bad idea to run a foot race against these guys, just like it's a bad idea to go up against the billion-dollar auto insurance industry all alone.
Hire Martinez and Associates. With us, it's personal.
And we welcome you back to the Martinez and Associates pregame show with the head coach of the Jefferson Mustangs, Coach Randy Badillo. Coach, first year as head coach here at Jefferson. So far, you guys 1-2 in district play. Last week, you guys had an opportunity to take some time off, get a little bit of rest. Talk a little bit about your bye week.
Yeah, bye week was good for us. We were coming off a win against Burbank, so it allowed us to of course, rest and recover, but it allowed us to focus on ourselves and focus on the things that we needed to clean up, and so it was beneficial for us.
Coach, this week, of course, it is a team that is looking for a win, that is also trying to get into the playoff hunt. Talk a little bit about the importance of today's ball game.
Well, every game is important from here on out. You know, it's a tight district race, and so, you know, every play matters, every snap matters, and so you know, this game's important to both sides of the ball.
Coach, just before we were talking a little bit about some of your athletes and the versatility of your team. Talk a little bit about what you guys are doing right now and what we expect to see this evening.
Yeah, primarily we do try to platoon, so to speak. You know, try to keep our players on one side of the ball, but we do have some playmakers that we need on both sides of the ball. So everyone has a role, and everyone's willing to step up when we need them to.
What's going to be the most important thing for the Mustangs to do to come out with the victory tonight?
Well, we got to control the line of scrimmage. We got to win the line of scrimmage. That's always important. We got to limit our mistakes, and then we have to you know, minimize big plays. They have some big play potential, and then we need to be able to take advantage of field position.
All right, this is Coach Randy Badillo of the Jefferson Mustangs. Against tonight, it is the Highlands Owls. So we're gonna have a good game tonight. So hopefully, Coach, we get to talk to you after the game.
Yes,
so,
sir.
Coach Badillo of the Mustangs, we'll be back with more Martinez and Associates pregame show.
At San Antonio ISD, parents and students have a choice to pick the best schools, a choice to take programs that explore a student's interests, and a choice to grow while keeping the future in mind. With so many options to best fit a student's needs, why go anywhere else? Choose SAISD.
Apply now at saisd.net/enroll or call 210-554-2660 for more information.
We welcome you back to the Martinez and Associates pregame show, now with the head coach of the Highlands Owls, Coach Landeros. Coach Landeros, always thanks for taking some time to speak with us today. Tonight it's the Jefferson Mustangs and Jefferson looking for a win. You guys looking for a win. You guys have been pretty competitive in the games that you've been in, that you've had so far. Talk a little bit about the progress of the team up to this point.
You know, it hasn't quite gone how we wanted it to go yet, but I tell you what, the kids are getting better every day, and that's what I ask them. I'm like, guys, 1% better every single day. You know, improve on the mistakes that we're making. You got to learn to make new mistakes, and so we have really, you know, I really feel like we are improving every week.
Coach, one of the strong points of your team is your athleticism, both on offense and on defense. Talk a little bit about those players.
Man, we've got guys that are freshmen all the way up to seniors that are just great athletes, and you know, offensively, you know, guys like DJ who Devontae Riley's a sophomore. We moved up a young man, Darius Long, who's a freshman, number 20, ran the ball for us, has 2 touchdowns already on the year. Devontae Riley has 9 touchdowns on the year already, a sophomore. And then we got my seniors. You know, we've got, we call him Little Money, but Javon Flemings. He's one that's a pretty consistent guy for us. Our quarterback, Adam Garcia, is real consistent. And then, of course, Jeremiah McCain, you know, our anchor, number 4. It's super athletic, you know, and it just, you know, that's been, I guess, our strongest piece right now. We're kind of catching up on the front. But you know what? I tell you what, we're going to do whatever we can to get the ball into our playmakers' hands.
So tonight you're looking for all these pieces to come together. It's I wouldn't want to say a must-win at this point, but is it kind of like a playoff attitude starting now?
For us, it is a must-win. You know, and that's what I told the kids. I said, you know, we're going to go with the 1-0 mentality. We got to be 1-0 tonight. We have to win tonight. And you know, that's one of those things that these boys had a goal coming into the season. They wanted to make the playoffs, and I said, we got to do whatever we can this week. We got to focus on what we have in front of us, control what we can control, and come out with this victory.
Let's talk about tonight's game. What are some of the concerns that you have going up against the Thomas Jefferson Mustangs?
You know, Coach Padillo's got him a good crew over there. You know, they've been playing well. They're kind of like us on the upswing. Everybody was kind of judging all the teams on what was going on in the non-district, but seems like everybody played a pretty tough non-district schedule. And so now we're in SAISD. You know, we're back together playing. You know, really there's a lot more parity this year than what I've seen since I've been here, and it could go either way. And we've had some very competitive games. Everybody kind of had some competitive games. So, you know, their linebacking core is pretty good, you know, and they've got a pretty solid defensive end that we're going to kind of focus on. And then offensively, Coach Molina's got a great game plan, going to try to stop them. But it's going to be a great game, I believe.
Well, we're certainly looking forward to it. Always a great game when we're here to see you guys. So we look forward, hopefully, to see you after the game. Coach Landeros of the Highlands Owls will be back with more Martinez and Associates after this. Coach, thank you.
You're gonna see me shine, 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 shine. Walking on beams of light, 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 light.
And we've just finished with the national anthem. Of course, you heard Coach Badillo and Coach Landeros of the Mustangs and the Highlands Owls. So we're getting ready for kickoff here in just a moment. And Coach, both coaches ready for this evening's ball game. And again, as you said in the pregame just moments ago, more of a must-win for the Highlands Owls here, and certainly a team capable of putting together a win. But also Jefferson's hungry too.
Again, absolutely, that is the case for the Highlands Owls. They will play tonight, and then they have an open week. They come back after the open week to play Houston and Bragg. So left on their schedule is Jefferson. Houston, who's not lost a game in district yet, beat Burbank last night, and then they finished the season with Bragg. 3 wins. I mean, crazy things can happen, and tiebreakers if you win 2, and you know, all kinds of crazy permutations that can happen there. But 3 wins in a 7-team district should get you into the playoffs, and that is the that's the threshold. That's a milestone that these coaches are looking for to extend their season. So for the Highlands Owls, with only 3 games left, this one and 2 more, very must-win-ish. For the Jefferson Mustangs, they've still had 4 games, this one and 3 more. In the pregame coin toss, it was the Highlands Owls that won the coin toss, and they deferred their option. No surprise with the defense that the Highlands Owls have. The Jefferson Mustangs, of course, given the option, elected to receive, so the Owls will kick off and defend the south goal. It'll be the pretty stout Highlands Owls defense who will represent Highlands High School to start off the game. Jefferson's offense will get their first chance.
Jared Lopez ready to go. He's got the ball teed up, and the Mustangs sitting back at their in between the 15 and 10-yard line. That's a squib kick on the ground. It is an onside kick. And the Mustangs will get the football. So they have the football in very good field position at their own 45.
Coach Badillo lines up a lot of eligible numbers there on the front line for the kickoff return. You see an 88 and a 24 and a 44, and just about all the way across you've got eligible numbers. So prepared for that onside kick, the Jefferson Mustangs were, and recover it. They'll start their first drive at their own 45. Looking forward to watching 2 very good defenses here tonight. Highlands have been impressed with them every night that we've streamed.
So quarterback Aiden Urdiales hands the ball off to his running back right side, has some room. Ball carried by Barnez Davis.
The offensive starters for the Mustangs, at left tackle, Evan Molina. The left guard is Elijah Cardenas. The center, Julian Calvario. Right guard, Nathan Perez. Right tackle, Juan Carlos Camacho. And the right tackle, we've got an official's timeout. As I look down, the right tackle is Juan Carlos Camacho. One of the wide receivers is Ezekiel Curia. The other wide receiver for the Mustangs is John Fernandez. Tight end Adam Wynn. And the fullback is a freshman, number 44, Randy Badillo Jr. Running back Michael Behar. And the quarterback, Aiden Urdiales.
Urdiales now with 2 receivers to the top of the screen and 1 to our near side. Handed ball off. Ball carried by Michael Behar.
And stopped at the line of scrimmage. He was defensive starters for the Owls at defensive end. Eric Miranda, the other defensive end. Adric Cincarini, he was our player of the game on a previous stream. Nose guard is Shamar Burrell. The defensive tackle, Noah Garza. Middle linebacker, Alex Rodriguez. Strong side linebacker, Marcus Trevino. The weak side linebacker, Joe Angel Bustamante, leads the team in tackles. I'll get back to the defensive backfield after this play.
Urdiales out of the shotgun. Hands off again, left side. One tackle missed, two tackles, and up to just right near the line of scrimmage. Ball carried again by Michael Behar.
And this looks like it could be a 3 and out. Coach Badillo looking over, he's going to line up a 4th and less than 5, so maybe hard count, maybe a play.
Urdiales, yes, trying for that hard count. Doesn't get Highlands to jump. Now, play action. Roll out to the right side. Pass complete to Big Badillo, and Badillo got the first down just shy of the 40-yard line, but moved the chains for the Jefferson Mustangs on that completed pass.
Randy Badillo Jr., a freshman, the son of head coach Randy Badillo, was moved to tight end to running back, and that time out of the backfield, shows good hands. A first down for the Mustangs. Defensive backfield for the Owls. The corners are William Perkins and Devontae Riley. Marlon Pope and Cesar Salgado are the safeties.
6 yards on that pickup for Badillo and the Mustangs. Urdiales gets it over to Behar. Behar breaks free, and he got another first down inside the 30.
Marlon Pope with a touchdown saving tackle from the safety position. One of the leading tacklers on the Highlands Owls. That'll tell you a lot of times you don't want that defensive backfield to be leading your team in tackles, but that isn't so much the case against the Owls. Marlon Pope and that secondary, very aggressive. They're going to step up in a hurry when they read run. Here against the Jefferson Mustangs, who run the ball about 70% of the time, you can expect to see the Owls load up the box against the run, just dare the Mustangs to throw it.
Mustangs moving from left to right from the 30. Handoff to the right side, down to the 26-yard line.
Jefferson Mustangs here for this first series at least, Bobby, winning the surge. You got some big, as Glenn Revelle would say, some big bodies on the Jefferson Mustangs offensive line. And I've got to say that mano a mano, the surge has gone to the Mustangs each time they have gone between the tackles. The Highlands Owls are going to have to put on those extra long cleats and dig in and push back against this surge.
Urdiales out of the shotgun. Behar in the backfield with him. Behar gets the call, left side, sprinting, room, outruns some Owls on the sideline, down inside the 10 for another big first down and a great pickup there for the Mustangs. What a great start for the Mustangs here on their first drive as they got down to the 6-yard line, their third first down of this drive. So will be now a 1st and goal from the 6-yard line. Jefferson, their huddle, just maybe about 5 yards away from the line of scrimmage. So taking a snap now is Jordan Ceballos. He goes nowhere. So the Highlands defense doing a great job of controlling the gaps. Maybe a yard gain there for Jefferson as they got down to the 5-yard line. This the 10th play of the drive for Jefferson on their first series. Back in at quarterback, Urdiales. One man in the backfield. Play action, rolls to the right, tosses, passes, caught in the end zone. No signal yet. There it is. The catch made in the end zone for the first touchdown of the night, and it goes to the Mustangs. The ball was caught by Jared, check that, Adam Wynn. So the Mustangs set to try for the extra point here. Urdiales the holder. The kick is up. It is good. Mustangs get it to go. The kick was made by Ronaldo Perez Mendez. So the extra point good. The Jefferson Mustangs will take the early lead 7-0. You're watching SAISD High School football on RC Audio Sports.
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action?
Heck yes, that'd be awesome.
Have great attention to detail? Want to stay active?
Definitely.
Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously, yes.
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials in Texas, because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
And we welcome you back here to SAISD Sports Complex. We are here in the Jefferson Mustangs. Just went on a rampage on a 10-play drive. Traveled 55 yards. It was a 5-yard touchdown reception to Adam Wynn. The extra point was good by Ronaldo Perez Mendez. So Perez Mendez now ready to kick off to the Owls. Owls, short kick. Ball still loose on the carpet. And Highlands looks like they may have gotten it. I say that because I don't see anybody celebrating for the Jefferson side. So Highlands will have the football on the short kick. They will take over. Here with 7:12 to go on the clock, they have the football at the 37-yard line. Highlands Owls, led by their quarterback, Adam Garcia. We'll get those starting lineups here in just a quick moment. They'll keep it on the ground, handed it off to their running back. Very short gain, if any, maybe. Oh, it's going to be a loss there. So bringing up 2nd down and 11. The Owls will set up in a 2 wide receiver formation. Send a man in motion. Go with an option. Garcia takes it across the 40, where he gets brought down at the 42 on a 6-yard pickup. But a helmet pops off, so Garcia's going to have to come off for a quick play. So because of protocol, he does have to come off for one play. And let's see who's in there. I believe that's number 12 in at quarterback, Jordan Ceballos. And a little bit of confusion there for Ceballos, as he looked like he was trying to hand it off, and the handoff never happened. So Ceballos will go down. And so the ball now will be spotted at the 41-yard line, which will bring up a 4th down. So we'll see Highlands go on a quick 3 and out here. Now punting is Jared Lopez. Short snap, and Lopez had to get rid of it, and he did. And nice punt, however, putting the ball at the Jefferson 24.
Bobby, one of the things that Jared Lopez did on the punt is he had to go down on a knee to field the snap. It was a very low snap, but he got up off of his knee before he made contact with the football. And again, those are little things. The Jefferson Mustangs having to start this possession back here at their own 25 instead of getting the ball whistled dead in a short field. So Jared Lopez, again, a nice, savvy play from the punter there to keep from having the ball blown dead on the low snap. He fielded it, got that knee up, and got that punt away. So from the 25-yard line, the Jefferson Mustangs will try to extend their 1-touchdown lead.
Aiden Uriales hands the ball off over to Davis. And Davis, maybe a couple of yards there, but nonetheless forward for the Mustangs.
Bobby, give me a chance to say hello to the chat room. We've got Anthony from SA Techs in the chat room. Thank you for joining us. And Jacob Fonseca is here. He was coached by Coach Molina in middle school. So he's got, I'm sure he's got some loyalties to the Highlands Owls. And Brandon Molina, the defensive coordinator for the Highlands Owls this year. And Jacob, I think we've got that camera issue fixed. Thank you for pointing that out.
Urdiales out of the shotgun with the split wide receiver set. Two backs in the backfield. Urdiales, patient in the pocket, lets it fly along the sideline. The pass is caught, and he's going to go into the end zone. Touchdown, Jefferson. Catch made by John Fernandez.
John Fernandez, a big, big catch. And the Jefferson Mustangs, to this point, Bobby, have really not shown a whole lot of explosiveness. And in one play, just like that, right down the sideline, the left sideline, railroad tracks, if you will, a big touchdown pass, and the Mustangs to a 2-touchdown lead. The Highlands Owls are going to have to fix that in a hurry. They start in the swinging gate formation. Make a read there, and if they don't like what they see, they're going to bring in the extra point team to kick the 1-point conversion.
And they do. They bring in Ronaldo Perez Mendez, Urdiales, the holder. The snap is good. The hold is good. The kick is good. Things going the right way here for Thomas Jefferson Mustangs as they now lead 4. Is it? Did it not go through? We'll check that when we come right back.
I think I saw the official say, but we'll check it.
We'll be back.
Been in a crash? It's illegal for lawyers to contact you first. If yours did, it could ruin your case. Don't trust law firms that break the law. Choose Martinez & Associates, voted San Antonio's best law firm 3 years in a row. After you've been in a crash, go with the law firm you can trust. Call Martinez & Associates. With us, it's personal.
Call 210-337-1111. That's 210-337-1111.
You're gonna see me shine, 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 shine. Walking on beams of a light, 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 light.
And we welcome you back to SAISD Sports Complex. That kick was no good. So that is why our score 13-0. So apologize for that. Short kick again. And it is fielded at the 35-yard line where the Highlands Owls will take over for their second possession of this game. But Jefferson Mustangs, they are pretty pumped up on the other side of the field here.
Out, a big score. The Highlands Owls out for their second possession. And this will give us an opportunity to give you the starting lineups for the Owls. At tackle is Santos Estrada. At one of the guards, Alexander Cuellar, the center, Jacob Ledesma. Ryan Bumpus is a guard, and Robert Griffith, the other tackle.
Garcia out of the shotgun. They'll keep it on the ground, and Garcia will take it as he slid and got to the 40-yard line.
The Y for Highlands Owls is Jeremiah Benavides. The F, Darius Long. At one wide receiver, Jovan Flemings. The other wide receiver, Jeremiah McCain. Wingback, Devontae Riley. And the quarterback, Adam Garcia. Nice play for the quarterback, Adam Garcia. An excellent game manager he is. Coach Landeros has a lot of confidence in Garcia's decision-making skills.
To the far side of your screen on the top is Devontae Riley. They send McCain in motion. They go up the middle, couple of yards gained and just shy of the first down, right to the 43-yard line.
So another big third down conversion for the Highlands Owls for defense. On the Mustang side, the nose guard, Devin Pacheco. At defensive end, Adam Nguyen. The other defensive end, Jonathan E. Duarte. Linebackers, Aaron Garcia, Damian Ramirez, Andrew Arredondo, and Marco Godinez. We'll come back after this play for the defensive backfield.
Third and short for Highlands. Under center, Garcia sends McCain in motion again. Fakes the handoff up the middle. Thought about pitching it, but big number 21 for the Jefferson Mustangs, Dylan Caffey, on the read and making a good stop.
Dylan Caffey with an excellent read on that pitch, keep option, extended a lot of patience, extended the play, and made the tackle for a loss before the Jefferson Mustangs defense leave the field. Their secondary, John Fernandez is a safety. Dylan Caffey just made that tackle. The other safety, cornerbacks, Julian Cervera and Michael Behar. So the Owls back to punt, trailing by 13. And this defense is going to be tasked to stop these Mustangs before this game gets out of hand.
Great punt by the Highlands Owls. Jared Lopez.
And roll call on the chat room. MVP Buggy in the chat room. We say hello and thank you for joining us. And a special thank you because you can't chat if you have not subscribed to our channel. We hit the 1,000 subscriber mark here recently, and we appreciate that. The Highlands Owls, the SAISD Athletics trusting us with all 18 streams from the SAISD complex.
We are in the first quarter, 4:05 remaining. Ball spotted. Is that the 10? The 8?
I would call it the 7 3/4.
Okay, 7 3/4. Mustangs coming off a quick drive. It was a 2-play drive, a 74-yard touchdown pass. And now they start from their own inside the 8. Left side, as Jefferson Mustangs offense continues to get that good surge on the ground game.
Continues. Bobby, I want to bring up a point. We were talking to Coach Badillo before the game, and Coach Badillo taking over for Edward Cardenas, who was very successful here with the Jefferson Mustangs. Edward Cardenas had moved into a power I, straight T, three backs in the backfield, kind of 3 yards in a cloud of dust kind of offense, and it was very good for the Mustangs, and they were very successful with it. Coach Badillo wanting to go in a little different direction, saying he wants to throw that ball a little bit more. He'll be encouraged by that big 74-yard pass.
Mustangs keeping it on the ground again. Marnez, he'll be brought down at the 15. Still positive gain for the Mustangs.
Coach Badillo talking about the growing pains, about the transitioning from a heavy running team to a little bit more of a spread, a little bit more of a passing team, and he feels like there's been some growing pains, but he feels like he's getting there and is able to implement the system that he is looking to implement. He's still comfortable with 60-40 run.
As well as anybody else, the process of a transition.
Oh, big time.
And he pointed out, it starts from the middle schools.
Yeah, absolutely.
And they come up, having to change all of those things. So, yes, it's certainly a process. And what a fine run by Martinez again, and he'll pick up another first down for the Mustangs. They got to the 25-yard line.
Martinez with a zig and with a zag and with another zig, and it makes a miss. I thought that he was going to be tackled at the line of scrimmage, and somehow he gets out beyond the 20-yard line. Let's move the chains. Another drive getting started here for the Mustangs against, again, one of the better defenses in my opinion, one of the better defenses in SAISD. So very impressive start for the Jefferson Mustangs so far.
So a new set of downs. The ball at the Mustang 25-yard line. They are in a 2-back set. Gets it over to Badillo, and he'll get hit behind right at the line of scrimmage, but there are some flags on the play, and I can just say, just by the way Badillo went down, it may have been a face mask.
It was high. The tackle was high. Indeed, the umpire threw the flag, and very likely we'll watch the referee, and let's tell you who the officials crew is as we watch for the signal here. The referee is Daniel Saldana. Personal foul, he tells us, face mask, just as Bobby called it, against the Highlands Owls. So that'll be a 15-yard mark off. It's going to go all the way to the 40-yard line, if I'm doing my math correctly. The umpires, Gerald Janad, the linesman, Dimas Hernandez, the line judge, John Babuset, the back judge, Jake Wagner, the field judge, Tom Geringer, and the side judge, Manuel Munoz. Texas Association of Sports Officials of the San Antonio chapter. Good job, guys.
So now the Mustangs with a new set of downs and at their own 40-yard line. Out of the shotgun is Uridialis. He'll send a man in motion. Behar gets the call. Behar running, and he is on his way. 15 to 10 to 5, and cuts it up to get into the end zone. Coach, you're pointing?
No flag.
Oh,
so,
okay.
man, well, you always got to look for the white hat there, and if he's jogging behind the play, there are no flags. If he sits back and waits a little bit, then that means a penalty has been called. But the referee, again, Daniel Saldana jogging behind the play, all clear, touchdown. The Mustangs, a 3-touchdown lead in the first quarter.
How about this? That's a 60-yard run there by Michael Behar. Going for 2. Play action. Roll out. Pass caught into the end zone. Behar will get it, and they'll recapture that point they didn't get just a moment ago. 21-0 our score. Still in the first. You're watching SAISD High School Football on RC Audio Sports.
La familia no es una cosa importante. Es todo. At SAISD, family is practicing and making art. It's fulfilling your duty with honor. It's playing to win and changing lives through learning. Familia is getting you ready for college or getting you ready for your career. And at SAISD, the founding school district in the Alamo City, familia is not an important thing. It's everything. And it's available to any student, no matter where they live. So come join our familia. Now enrolling. Log on to saisd.net/enroll for more information, or call 210-554-2660.
Ronaldo Perez Mendez ready to kick it off after a 60-yard touchdown run by Michael Behar. The Mustangs with a 21-0 lead here in just the first quarter. Mendez gets it over to the Highlands Owls and fielded at the 40-yard line. And picked up, was Jovan Flemings. And there are some flags on the play. So the coaching staff for the Mustangs getting their team back. The officials making sure nothing gets out of hand here. But, of course, there are some flags on the play.
It was a high, short kick, and it was fielded by Jovan Flemings. I think the Mustangs were expecting him to call for a fair catch. He didn't, and he caught the ball backed up a little bit, and there were 10 or 11 Mustangs in on that tackle. Anytime you have 11, anytime you have that many people on the tackle and you've got that many people pushing on the offensive or the return scrum, you know, there's some things that are happening in the pile. What happens in the pile stays in the pile generally. And unless an official sees it, it's got to throw a flag on it. But the emotions are running high already. An unsportsmanlike conduct against the Highlands Owls and an unsportsmanlike conduct against the Jefferson Mustangs. Those will offset. And no consequence other than you get a second unsportsmanlike conduct in the game. You get the thumb, you get ejected.
I always say special teams probably one of the most intense times just because you get a lot of kids that don't really get the opportunity to play throughout the game. So this is their one time to get everything in one play. And sometimes that intensity goes a little too far.
It's a wide open play too. It's not something. It's not a play that starts from under the center. It's not a play that people are running at each other from a long ways. The NFL has done some things to kind of lessen the intensity of the kickoff, and some people like it, and some people don't like it so much. But in high school, you still have that. You still have 11 people running at 11 people, and a lot of times a collision is going to happen. And, that'll create some intensity for sure. So the Owls quickly behind the 8 ball here. 1 minute and 14 seconds left to play in the first quarter. The Owls trailing by 21 points. The Mustangs and Coach Badillo they've got to love their explosiveness of their team tonight.
Highlands will keep it on the ground. Handoff to... That was excuse me, sorry. Jeremiah McCain.
Jeremiah McCain, one of the most athletic football players in 12.5 AD2. But he was tackled by Steven Salazar, and again, the corners over here on the perimeter for the Jefferson Mustangs showing a lot of patience and showing a lot of technique in extending the play and not letting the Highlands Owls turn the corner on him.
Garcia from under center tosses it right side, getting over to the running back, and he'll get stuffed from behind the line of scrimmage. A loss there. That was Devontae Riley.
This time the Highlands Owls go to the field. They've been attacking the boundary, the short side of the field from the hash mark where they're lined up. This time they go to the field side where they have a little bit more terrain. But again, on the other side of the field as well, a great defense by those perimeter players, just not letting the Owls turn the corner.
Coach, we came into this ballgame talking a lot about the Highlands defense and, both defenses, but boy, this Jefferson defense really came to play tonight. That's the end of the first quarter. The Jefferson Mustangs will go into the second quarter on top 21-0. You're watching SAISD High School football on RC Audio Sports.
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action?
Heck yes, that'd be awesome.
Have great attention to detail? Want to stay active?
Definitely.
Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously, yes.
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials in Texas, because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
We welcome you back here to second quarter, and we're looking at the beautiful shot of the Tower of Americas, which we're just a few miles away from downtown. But it's one of the beauties I always love about being in the South Side. You're just so close to downtown. Highlands trying to make something happen here in the second quarter. They're trailing 3 touchdowns. They have the football, and they are at their own 37-yard line. McCain in motion. Garcia does not get a chance to finish this play. Whistles will be blown. Big third down here for the Owls, but it is
a false start against the Highlands Owls. So instead of a 3rd and 11, tack on another 5 yards to the challenge. This will be a 3rd down and 16. The Owls having a difficult time enough moving the chains. They certainly can't be shooting themselves in the foot like this. A 3rd down and 16 against a team that likes to keep it on the ground is going to be, that's a steep hill. We'll see if the Jefferson Mustangs defense is up to the task, if the Owls can go against the odds here and move the chains from 3rd and 16.
So now, McCain again in motion. Garcia, he is running, and he has to get away, but there's going to be a flag on the play. Little hands to the face there, and that's going to bail out the Owls.
That's going to bail them out right there. The Jefferson Mustangs again getting the hand high up on the tackle and grabbing Garcia's mask right in front of the referee. No question about that one. That's a 15-yard penalty, and even though it's 3rd down and 16, the personal foul face mask is an automatic 1st down.
So the Owls will catch a break. That being their first down. Their other 3 possessions were all 3 and outs. So Highlands catching a big break here on the mishap on the tackle for the Thomas Jefferson Mustangs.
Bookmark that play, Bobby. A lot of times, my analogy to that is they move it up 15 yards. It's still 3rd down. Hold on. The umpire's going to say, we're going to move the chains. There you go. Yeah, I thought I had that one right. The bookmark that one, Bobby. My analogy to that on 3rd and 16, and you penalize them to a 1st down. It's like dropping a foul ball. You just kept that drive alive. You could have got the offense off the field. You dropped the foul ball. He's still in the batter's box. Let's see what the Owls can do with a second chance opportunity.
From the near side hash mark, we have trips to our side. Garcia in the pocket, stepping up, spins, flags, Garcia down, past the 45 at the 46.
It was 61 who was waiting for him at the line of scrimmage, Omar Herrera Torres, and we've got an injury on the Got an injury on the field. It looks like it's Adam Garcia, the Highlands quarterback. We're going to take a short break, and we'll be right back.
When you're hit by a motor vehicle, there's nobody that tells you that there's most likely going to be $1 billion insurance company protecting the driver that just hit you. It's a mistake to play in traffic, just like it's a mistake to go against an auto insurance company all alone. When you get into a car crash, don't fight the $1 billion auto insurance companies alone. If you've been injured in a car crash, call Martinez & Associates today at 210-337-1111.
That was Adam Garcia coming off the field. He looks and appears to be okay on the sideline, but we'll follow that here in just a moment. The ball now spotted at the 36-yard line.
Bobby, it's going to be number 10, Devontae Riley, who starts at the wide receiver spot. We did see him quarterback in Adam Garcia's absence due to injury. We saw him quarterback in a big win over the Edison Golden Bears earlier this year.
Riley keeps it himself, sprints to the right side, and he'll be brought down just shy of the 40 at the 39, but you can see the athleticism there by Riley as he tried to hurdle or jump over a couple of defenders, but still good defense for the Mustangs.
Devontae Riley was our player of the game that night. The Edison Golden Bears scored 65 points against, the Highlands Owls scored 65 points against the Edison Golden Bears on a game that we streamed. So Devontae Riley is now going to go move back out to wide receiver, as you pointed out. Adam Garcia looks fine, and the training staff feels like he's good to go. So he's back at the quarterback spot.
Trips to the top of your screen and one receiver to our near side. Garcia sends it out and incomplete.
Intended receiver on the pass was Jeremiah McCain, but the pass was a little bit out of his reach. It'll fall incomplete. Third down and 17 to go. So another low percentage third down conversion here for the Highlands Owls. And the last time we were here, the Jefferson Mustangs bailed him out with a face mask call. We'll see if the Mustangs can do a little better job at that this time around.
So from their own 39-yard line, it's a big third down here for Highlands. Garcia this time with plenty of time, tries to get over to Devontae Riley, but there are flags on the play. The pass was incomplete, but again, flags on the play. Let's see if they get something here.
Trying to see, there was a lot of contact there on the play, and we'll see what the was uncatchable will be the ultimate call here. The call was going to be interference against the Jefferson Mustangs, but the flag is going to be waved off because it was uncatchable in the official's opinion. So no penalty, no flag. Fourth down now and long, and the Owls will have to punt this one away again.
Jared Lopez back out into the field for the Owls to punt the ball away. John Fernandez back to return the punt. He's right around the 25-yard line. Good snap. Lopez gets it up, and it's a high punt. It will take a Highlands bounce, and the Thomas Jefferson Mustangs will get it at their own 28-yard line.
So the Owls still unable to get a drive going. They got a first down on that drive due to a personal foul, face mask called against the Jefferson Mustangs. But on their own, the Highlands Owls still yet to put together a drive. And Bobby, I'm not quite certain about this, but I don't think that they've crossed the 50-yard line yet.
No, they have not. Because each possession except this one was a 3-and-out every time they had the football. Jefferson coming out to their own 28. Aiden Urdiales with a 4 wide receiver set. Low snap, ball on the ground. Highlands may have it. And they do.
Adric Chiccarini taking the opportunity there, seeing the ball on the turf. And again, the Jefferson Mustangs intent on bailing out the Highlands Owls here in the first half. On the first play from scrimmage, we'll leave that one on the turf. And we just as we said, the Owls had not crossed the 50-yard line for the first time. The Highlands Owls offense in Mustangs territory. Short field for the Highlands offense.
defense for the Owls, capitalizing on that bad snap. And now they're in great position here. Let's see if they can put something together for just 25 yards.
Adric Cincarini was our defensive player of the game earlier this season on a game that we streamed.
Adam Garcia out of the shotgun. Play action. Ball almost given back, almost intercepted. But the pass, of course, incomplete.
Devontae Riley coming in on a quick slant, and the Jefferson Mustangs in the passing lane. It looked like number 55, I believe, was in the passing lane for the Jefferson Mustangs, Jonathan Ituarte. And knocking that ball away.
2nd down and 10. Up the middle, the handoff to Josiah Carrillo. Maybe right back to the line of scrimmage, maybe an additional yard.
Getting back to Adric Cincarini, Bobby, understand the UTSA Roadrunners interested enough in Adric to have him over to a UTSA football game. Got to watch a game from the stands. I mean, not from the stands, I beg your pardon, from the sidelines. Yeah.
Yep.
So the Roadrunners showing some interest in Adric.
It's always great to get some recognition, especially from a school like UTSA. So 3rd down now here for Highlands. Plenty of time on the play clock as Garcia will go under center. Rolls out, looking down the field. Being chased and has to go out of bounds. He was looking for Devontae Riley, who thought was open, but that pressure coming in from that defense forcing Garcia to go out of bounds.
A little bit of a bootleg. Adam Garcia was able to get outside the defensive end, outside of contain, but he was being pursued pretty hotly there. A right-hander, Adam Garcia, is rolling to his left. That's a tough play, and the Highlands Owls are going to come in and try to get 3 points out of this drive. It's Jared Lopez in to attempt a 37-yard field goal.
Well, let's see what Lopez has got here. Garcia, the holder. The kick, it's up, it's got some length, and it was just off to the right. So the field goal attempt for 37 yards, no good.
7 Cents Media on our sponsorship team this year as the offenses and defenses exchange places on the field. 7 Cents Media, Sebastian Castro, Isaiah Castro, Arissa Castro, always on the RC Audio Sports team. When they're not here with us, they're doing their own thing on 7 Cents Media. You need a podcast, a documentary, a music video, an important event, a videograph, to get it done professionally. 7 Cents Media, their webpage is right there. Look them up.
Jefferson with the football. Their last possession on their first play was a fumble. Highlands got it, couldn't do anything, and now Mustangs back with the football. No gain there, right back to the 20-yard line.
Mustangs with a 3-touchdown lead and starting this drive from their own 20-yard line, a little bit conservative on the first down. But they have shown some explosiveness. I think that was one of the things that had been hindering them this season, is that they really did not have that explosive play. They weren't showing an ability, an aptitude for explosiveness, and 2 big plays here tonight. Maybe a change of course for the Mustangs.
Rudiales will keep it, and he'll be brought down behind the line of scrimmage at the 17-yard line. Good defensive effort there by the Highlands Owls.
The Mustangs keeping it on the ground, and the Highlands Owls defense appears up to the task on this drive. We'll see if Coach Badillo and the brain trust over at Thomas Jefferson is going to keep it on the ground and stay conservative with a 3-touchdown lead, or maybe roll the dice a little bit here.
So 3rd and long coming up for Jefferson. I feel like this is the first time they're in this kind of position here. As you were talking about how their offense has been moving, scoring on their first 3 possessions, and there's going to be a timeout taken We'll keep it right here.
During the timeout, we get to visit with you about Mac Haig Southway Ford. Anthony Martinez, David Benavides, integral to making this collaboration happen. We're so happy to have them on our sponsorship team. If you're thinking about buying a pre-owned vehicle or a new vehicle, don't do it until you go to Mac Haig Southway Ford and talk to David and Anthony about it. They'll guide you through the process. Make sure that you have the best deal on a new or pre-owned vehicle. Make sure that you get the best trade-in value on your existing vehicle. Our own Reese Robinson has shared with us that he is a member of a Mac Haig Southway Ford family. How many vehicles, Reese? Four or five? He says hard to count, but 5 vehicles. We're going to give him credit for 5. The Robinsons have purchased 5. Okay, the Hernandez family. Okay, yes, Hernandez Robinson family. But again, 5 vehicles from the family from Mac Haig Southway Ford.
Of course, I know that plenty of my family members have bought. Joey, Yvette, all of those people have bought from Mac Haig Southway Ford. So glad to have them on our team.
A staple of Southside San Antonio, located right in the heart of Southside San Antonio on I-35 between Zarzamora and 16. And we know that the south side of San Antonio has grown to trust Mac Haig Southway Ford, and their reputation is growing every day.
Big third down now here for the Mustangs. Here comes a pump fake, and Urdiales gets rid of it right as he got rid of the football, but not going to be enough for a first down. So it's going to bring up the first 4th down situation here for the Mustangs.
A quick swing pass to number 5, Marnez Diaz, who has shown some evasiveness on a couple of plays already tonight. Coach Badillo and the offensive coordinator, Jacob Delgado, he's a story in himself, putting it out in space and seeing if Marnez can make something happen. Jacob Delgado and his brother Jason, offensive coordinators for the first time this year. Jason over at the Edison Golden Bears, and Jacob here with the Jefferson Mustangs.
Nice punt there by Marco Godinez. First punt of the night for him.
And a nice punt, and it gets nicer on the roll as it gets all the way to the 30-yard line as the offenses and defense exchange again. Presidio Concrete, second year on our sponsorship team. Hector Gonzalez, Dre Gutierrez. Man, big or small, private or public, residential or commercial. If a job includes concrete, make sure that Presidio Concrete is on it. If you're a big-time contractor and you've gotten a project that needs some concrete subcontracting work, make sure Presidio Concrete is aware of it so they can get their bids in as well. They will make your job so much easier.
Garcia with the handoff, right side, and a couple of yards there for the Owls. Ball carried by Josiah Carrillo.
So we're talking up the Highlands Owls defense before the game and talking about what a great defense, what great games they had. But how about the Jefferson Mustangs? Boy, just keeping the Highlands Owls at bay. A short field that they turned the ball over and gave the Owls a short field, and the Mustangs defense were good for that as well.
Highlands will keep it on the ground as Garcia will lose a few yards and get back to the 30. He'll lose 3 on that one.
Aaron Garcia for the Jefferson Mustangs, a defensive back out there on the edge. And again, I've said it already several times. We're only in the first half, but really impressed with the Jefferson Mustangs edge defense. They are making the Highlands Owls play between tackles anytime they are trying to extend the play. They've got somebody out there waiting for them. So great edge defense for the Mustangs so far.
Third down here for Highlands. Highlands has struggled offensively to move the football so far in this game. Garcia having to be forced out, and he will be brought down at the 15-yard line. A 15-yard loss there.
Brought down by Aaron Garcia, back-to-back defensive plays for number 22 for the Jefferson Mustangs. And Bobby, how about the way that pocket just collapsed on that pocket just collapsed on the Highlands Owls there, and boy, Adam Garcia really did not have time to look downfield as the defense converged on him quickly, and a 4th and very long will bring out the Owls punting team and probably get the Mustangs some good field position.
Coach, super impressed by the defensive line and defense of the Thomas Jefferson Mustangs. They've really made it difficult for Highlands. And whistles will blow. A timeout was called by Highlands. So we'll keep it right here.
Make sure they've got the personnel to get this ball away. And before we go to our, before I introduce you to Yvette Diaz, I'm going to shout out the defensive coordinator for the Jefferson Mustangs. How about Ronald Dement, Coach Dement, coaching the defense for the Mustangs. Yvette Diaz of Soul Rose Medicare Legacy. If you are eligible for Medicare or will become eligible in 2026, Yvette Diaz is the person that you need, is the professional that you need in your corner. That the process can get complicated. Yvette Diaz studies these things all day long. Visit with Yvette Diaz. Let her know what your specific medical needs are, what you're looking for from an insurance policy. Yvette Diaz will search the world for you and come back, tell you option A, option B, option C. These are the best 3. Make your choice.
Well, back from the timeout, we have another whistle. But John Fernandez, the junior, back to receive for the Mustangs. Jared Lopez, the punter for Highlands. And the officials just making sure everybody is set and ready to go. Lopez gets his foot into the football. Fernandez will let that one go, and that will be a nice bounce for the Highlands Owls again. And now the Mustangs are ready to go.
And Superior Tax, Bobby Mendez, owner, founder, operator, Superior Tax. October 15th is the other April 15th. Bobby, did you survive the second deadline?
Certainly, I'm still here.
Here you are.
Breathing.
There you go.
But just because that deadline has come and gone, we try to always encourage you. Let's get them done. But we still have time. There'll be some interest and penalties, but you're still not done yet. Mustangs. Play action. Urdiales looking downfield, slings it, incomplete.
Bobby, I'm getting texted on a big John J. Harlandale volleyball game that's going on over there at the Sylvia Cardenas Gymnasium on the campus of Harlandale High School. The Harlandale Indians, trying to keep their playoff hopes alive, have won the first 2 sets against the John Jay Mustangs, and the John Jay Mustangs came back and won the 3rd set. So the Indians still up 2-1. It's not must win for the Indians. They can lose this one and still be in it if MacArthur beats South San next Tuesday. And speaking of that game, we're streaming it. But if the Indians can beat Jay tonight, they will certainly be in the driver's seat and control their own destiny. If they lose, they're going to be hoping for some outside help.
Mustangs keep it on the ground, but the Highlands Owls defense doing a good job of making the stop. Marnes Davis goes for a loss. Coach John J. Harlandale, I remember that game, the first one.
Mm-hmm.
That was a game where John Jay just came out and beat
three straight sets.
3 straight sets, made it a quick one.
Made it a quick one out there at Paul Taylor. Every Tuesday night during volleyball season, RC Audio Sports streams the volleyball match of the night. Last Tuesday, it was MacArthur and Jay in a thrilling 5-setter that MacArthur won. Next Tuesday, it's South San hosting the Jay Mustangs in our final.
Urdiales rolling right, got rid of it, and the ball bobbled, and boy, he bobbled about 3 or 4 times, almost.
Boy, he kept it up there and made it interesting, didn't he? The Highlands Owls were converging on that, and a good thing for the Mustangs that he didn't bobble it one more time, because that would have probably ended up in Highlands Owls defender's hands.
So that's a stop there for the Highlands Owls defense.
And
but
they need a few of those, trailing by 21, 3 minutes and 41 seconds left to go in the second quarter. The Highlands Owls, of course, will get the kickoff in the second half.
Godinez punts it away, and Riley sitting back. And the ball will land at the, we'll say the 36.
Ball rolls to a stop at the 27-yard line.
22-yard line.
26, I beg your pardon.
26, all right.
That was me.
So Highlands with the football now.
And again, next Tuesday we'll be at South End. It'll be our final Tuesday night volleyball match on our RC Audio Sports stream. And glad to bring it to you. Of course, that's on our original YouTube channel. It's RC Audio Sports. You're here watching this game on RC Audio Sports 2, where we stream all of the games from SAISD Sports Complex, all 18 of them that we're streaming this year.
From the 26, they keep it on the ground. The handoff was to Carrillo. Carrillo got it to the 30-yard line. 4-yard pickup for Highlands.
The Owls will take the kickoff in the second half, Bobby. So, of course, that's if you're looking for silver lining here, they'll have an opportunity when they start the second half to get the first score on the board, and it'll certainly be helpful to them to get one here at the end of the first half. But yet to see them move the ball well enough to get to score from 70 yards out.
Garcia fires it away, but into the hands of defense number 81. That is Julian Cervera, and Cervera will take it in to the end zone. And no flags. Touchdown is called. Cervera takes it back. And the defense scoring now for Thomas Jefferson.
We'll take another look at that one. Cervera stepping into the gap and right down the railroad tracks. Needed a block or two to clear the way for the Mustang defender to get into the end zone. So 27 now, trying to make it 28. The Jefferson Mustangs are.
Marco Godinez for the extra point. That one is good. And I learned to call that one as soon as I see the signal now. So that one is up to the uprights, and the Mustangs now 28, the Highlands Owls 0.
And again, all 18 games streamed from the SAISD Sports Complex, RC Audio Sports 2, streaming them. We appreciate the SAISD Athletics for trusting us with this. Our mission is to shine positive light on these kids, these coaches, communities, these programs, and it is our third year that we have done this, streaming all games from the SAISD complex. So proud to do that, and as I say, it is a labor of love, and we appreciate San Antonio ISD trusting us with that task. Tonight from SAISD, we've got Bobby Mendez on play-by-play. I'm handling color. Robert Villafranca, Reese Robertson, the production, the producer, handling the production, and Sebastian Castro, Isaiah Castro on the video cameras, Arista Castro on still photography. RC Audio Sports 2. You found us. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell icon. Never miss one of our live streams.
Godinez, short kick. It is on the ground, and Jefferson will get it. However, there will be some flags on the play.
I don't think that he was given ample opportunity to feel that, the convergence on him in a hurry. And you've got to give the receiver, you've got to give the returner ample opportunity to feel that kickoff. I don't think the Mustangs did that. They did recover the fumble, but the flags were flying in a hurry. Real quickly, the standings for 12-5 AD2 football. Sam Houston played the Burbank Bulldogs yesterday. They're out to a 4-0 start in district play. Right behind them is Lanier. They're playing Brack tonight. Jefferson we have here tonight, then Brackenridge, then Burbank, then Highlands, and Edison. As you look at those win-loss numbers, In a 7-team district, logically 3 wins will get you into the playoffs. So that is the first milestone that these coaches and these programs, these kids have, get that 3rd win. Of course, the more wins you get, the higher up you are in the standings and the better your playoff seeding will be. But again, a bunch of teams here in 12-5 AD2 with 1 win, not much season left. And they're all looking to get to that 3rd win somehow, some way before November 7th.
Penalties on the Mustangs. It will be 1st and 10.
So the Highlands Owls will get great field position at the Jefferson 40-yard line. 2.5 minutes to go in this second quarter. Riley in at quarterback. He hands the ball off, and a good play there all the way down to the 35, so a 5-yard pickup for Highlands.
Right, Devontae Riley starts the drive, and Adam Garcia in. Not sure what that substitution was about, but Adam Garcia back to assume the quarterbacking duties. 2nd down and 5. A nice pickup on 1st down. The Highlands Owls again trying to get a score here before the end of the second quarter. This will likely be the last play before the 2-minute warning.
Handoff, Carrillo. Carrillo gets it almost to the 1st down marker, about 1.5 yards shy, up to the 32.
And we are at the 2-minute warning. This year, colleges and high schools have 2-minute warnings in the 2nd quarter and the 4th quarter. The teams will go to their sidelines, give us an opportunity to visit about Elizabeth Martin of the MacArthur Brahmas. She was our player of the game in that 5-set thriller that we had this past Tuesday. MacArthur beat John Jay in 5 sets to hold on to a share of the district lead. MacArthur and McCullum up in front of everybody else, 13 wins against 1 loss. And the setter, Elizabeth Martin, a lot of energy, 20 assists and a lot of energy, earned her the RC Audio Sports Martinez and Associates Player of the Game nod.
That's the number 2 on the YouTube channel. And if you're a little thirsty or a little hungry, please make sure you make your way down to the concession stand. There's very little people in line.
And we're going to let you listen into the PA announcer tell everyone here in attendance that this game is being streamed by RC Audio Sports 2. We appreciate Gus Cordova and Ray Tejeda, Steve Moreno over there next door handling the official press box duties. Gus Cordova at the PA microphone, sharing with those in attendance that RC Audio Sports is streaming the game.
Highlands, coach, needing to get into the end zone here.
Absolutely.
If they want this second half to be a time where they can get back into this ball game, especially by getting the ball back here in the second half to start. Garcia out of the shotgun, sends Riley in motion. Garcia dropping back, lets it fly. The pass is caught and into the end zone. What a throw, what a catch made by Jovan Flemings.
And always automatic, just by instinct. As soon as I see a touchdown, I come back and look for that white hat. And if he's jogging behind the teams, the play will stand. And if he stands back here in his position, that means he sees a flag somewhere. Well, he's jogging behind the teams. And that's a good sight for those cheering for the Highlands Owls. They got that touchdown in the first half. They're going to get the kickoff in the second half. If they can score on that possession, it's right down to a 2-score lead. And that's looking at it as positively as an outcome can come.
So the Highlands Owls making it happen when they needed it the most. And it looks like they might be going for 2.
Well, the swinging gate is how they will start, and they'll assess the defense. They don't like what they see for the 2-point conversion, so they'll move into the extra point, the traditional, more conventional extra point.
Jared Lopez to try the extra point. It's a high snap, but they're able to get it and get it through. So Jared Lopez gets the extra point. The Highlands Owls get on the scoreboard, and we have a ball game at 28-7. You're watching SAISD High School football on RC Audio Sports 2.
When you're hit by a motor vehicle, there's nobody that tells you that there's most likely going to be $1 billion insurance company protecting the driver that just hit you. It's a mistake to play in traffic, just like it's a mistake to go against an auto insurance company all alone. When you get into a car crash, don't fight the $1 billion auto insurance companies alone. If you've been injured in a car crash, call Martinez and Associates today. at 210-337-1111.
And we bring you back live to the SAISD Sports Complex where RC Audio Sports 2 is streaming the game. Chat room roll call. Xavier Youngblood, I know that name. Sophomore starting quarterback for the Houston Hurricanes. First place, he says, you know it. And they played well and up to a 4-0 start in district play last night. I happened to have a night off and headed to Alamo Stadium, watched the Hurricanes and the Burbank Bulldogs play at Alamo Stadium, and another good night for the sophomore quarterback, Xavier Youngblood. Thank you for joining us. I know you can't join many of our games because you're usually playing when we're streaming, but
I'm sure he comes afterwards.
Well, he can come in. There you go. He can't come to the chat room, though. You know,
No,
so I got to do it live. But if you're in the chat room, that means you're subscribed to the channel because we limit our chatters to those who have subscribed. So, Mr. Youngblood, thank you for doing that, and congratulations on your season so far. All the best going forward.
Highlands, after their first touchdown, a nice 31-yard touchdown pass from quarterback Adam Garcia to Javon Flemings. And now they're getting ready to kick it off with 1:48 to go in this second quarter. The ball's on the ground, and the Jefferson Mustangs will protect the ball. They will get the ball with just under 2 minutes with 1:45 to go, and they have the ball in Highlands territory already at their 47-yard line.
So the Highlands Owls coaching staff, I'm sure, imploring to the Highlands Owls that they are still very much in this game and thus very much still in the race. So they can't go. They absolutely cannot go onto the field on this series lackadaisically. If they can stop the Mustangs from scoring with 1 minute and 45 seconds left to play, then they'll get first touch in the second half.
Jefferson will come out in a shotgun formation with 2 receivers at the top and 1 at the bottom. Ball's on the ground. Little miscommunication on what might have been the option play, but Udialis jumping on it, losing some yards, however.
Mustangs clearly running the read option, and that play is a lot more difficult than what it looks like from up here. When the play starts, the running back doesn't know whether the quarterback's going to leave that ball in his belly or not, or whether he's going to pull it and run it himself. And so the quarterback doesn't know whether he's going to do it either until he makes a good read. And so that's a very difficult play. It takes a lot of practice, tough to execute.
4-yard loss. Now Marnez, he'll get the call, but the defense for the Highlands Owls is in the backfield, and a big stop there by number 15, Shamar Burrell.
Shamar Burrell showing some pursuit speed there and bringing up a 3rd and long. We've got a timeout. On the field. But we're going to keep it right here. The Mustangs going to their sideline. The Owls coming back to theirs, and the coaches will get to visit with their teams just a little bit.
And of course, with halftime just moments away, we always encourage you to keep it here for our halftime performances. We will, of course, see the Jefferson Mustangs, always entertaining, as well as the Highland Owls marching band. So always excited for halftime.
Always enjoy them. On RC Audio Sports and RC Audio Sports 2, of course, we stream these games live. But we also manage a couple of social media pages, RC Audio Sports on YouTube, I beg your pardon, on Facebook and on Instagram and on X, and we try to keep you informed about all the things going on in the district. There are your stat leaders for volleyball.
Mustangs on a reverse. The ball's on the ground, and the Highlands Owls will get it with under a minute to go. So Highlands Owls with a little bit of momentum here by their defense.
Jeremiah Benavides, it was going to be a reverse jet sweep. The ball was a lot of action going to the right. Underneath was the jet sweep coming back this way. But number 28, Jeremiah Benavides, defender for the Highlands Owls, was sitting there waiting for it. It was almost as if he knew the play. And
it was an incomplete pass.
it was he did not hand it off. It was a shovel pass. Oh my goodness!
So-
What a call, and I think it was accurate. It was that's on me for not seeing that the way it was played out. But the quarterback did shovel past that forward to the jet sweep, and that is an incomplete pass, not a fumble. Good
So-
call by the officials.
Here we are on 4th down. Nonetheless, the Highlands Owls will get the football. They just won't get it where they would have gotten it should that have been a fumble.
About 30 yards further away from from pay dirt. Instead of getting the ball at midfield, they're going to have to start from their own 20. 48 seconds left to play. They've only got one timeout to manage the time left. So that's a challenge.
But still an opportunity for the Highlands Owls. So the Owls will get the football. The ball will be on the 17-yard line.
Again, RC Audio Sports 2 streaming every game from the SAISD Sports Complex. We thank SAISD and the athletic department for trusting us with this task. We love doing it.
Let's see what Highlands can do here. With 48 seconds, they'll keep it on the ground, running the football across the 20. A big hit there to finish off the play by the Mustangs.
A big hit that ends the play in the field of play, so the clock continues to run. The Highlands Owls, Josiah Carrillo, not able to get to the sideline to stop the clock.
32 made that big hit. They have him as Marco Godin. Oh, yeah, that is Marco. That is the punter who made that big hit.
Nice to have a good tackling punter, don't you think?
Indeed it is. Trips to our near side and the 5 wide receiver set. So 2 to the top of your screen. Kane goes in motion.
3-man front.
Garcia will just tuck it and throw it. Intercepted. Bringing it back for the Mustangs. All the way down to the 30. And that will have the time expire after that one, as the Mustangs will stop the Highlands drive and go into the break with a nice, comfortable 28-7 lead. And again, we always encourage you to keep it right here for our halftime. Well, hold on. Chavez Jefferson is refusing to leave, Coach. They are not ready. Now they are. Now, I'm exaggerating by saying refusing. They were just maybe waiting for some kind of explanation. Maybe they wanted a little bit of time on the clock.
Perhaps they thought the clock or the play had ended with the tick left and a shot at the end zone, but the officials saw it otherwise, and they're going to send the teams to the dressing rooms. They're going to send the dance teams and the bands to the field. We'll be right back to enjoy halftime with you in just a second.
Get ready. Grab it, let's go. Go, Victor. Hold it, go.
And we bring you back live to the SAISD Sports Complex, where it is halftime. The Jefferson Mustangs leading the Highlands Owls 28-7. They've departed the field to the dressing rooms, and let's bring out the dance teams and the marching bands for halftime. I'm going to turn my mic down, turn up the PA mic up just a bit, and I'm going to sit back and enjoy this show with you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Thomas Jefferson High School is proud to present for your halftime entertainment the world famous Lasso Rock and Dance Team. Tonight's performance will be to the song My Girl. Your 2025-2026 Lasso officers are Dance Captain Jacqueline Casiano, Road Captain Adara Nalavanco, Major Talia Morin, This week's Lasso Girl of the Week is Kayla Molina. Third Girl of the Week is Lauren Cordero. The Lassos are under the direction of Miss Ana Leal. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. And the mighty Mustang Band. Mustang Band section of the week is the Drum Majors. Band member of the week is Hector Mata. Rookie of the week is Juan Carreon. Color card member of the week is Jimmy Perales. And now, under the direction of drum majors Isaac Garcia and Brian Torres, the mighty Mustang Band proudly presents their 2025 UIL marching show, Empire State of Mind. Featuring the music Night's Theme by Michael Beltry, Autumn in New York, a jazz standard by Vernon Duke, and Empire State of Mind by Alicia Keys. Ladies and gentlemen, it's showtime!
That was the marching band for the Thomas Jefferson Mustangs. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, it will be the Highlands Owls marching band. You're watching high school football on RC Audio Sports. Ready! Set! Go!
It's a bad idea to run a foot race against these guys, just like it's a bad idea to go up against the billion-dollar auto insurance industry all alone.
Hire Martinez and Associates. With us, it's personal.
You're gonna see me shine, 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 shine. Walking on beams of light, 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 light.
Ladies and gentlemen.
And it's now time for the Highlands Owls marching band to come out onto the field. We'll step aside and let you enjoy the sounds of halftime from SAISD Sports Complex.
Guerrero and sophomore Elena Hernandez. Pepper of the week is freshman Aubrey Gonzalez. Cheers under the direction of Jasmine Castañeda. Cheerleader of the week is junior Aaliyah Jackson. Dancer of the week is junior London Rios. Our 2025-2026 High Stepper social officers are juniors Madison Duran and London Rios. Our 2025-2026 High Stepper dance officers are Lieutenant Colonel Senior Gabriela Garza, Lieutenant Colonel Senior Alyssa Urrutia, Colonel Senior Angelissa Mercado. And now, sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the field the pride of the Southeast Side, the Highlands High School Mighty Owl Band. The band is under the field direction of drum major Theo Garcia. Tonight, the Highlands Mighty Owl Band presents their 2025 competition show entitled The Path Less Traveled. Please help us in wishing the Highlands High School Band the best of luck as they perform at the annual UIL Region Marching Competition tomorrow at Ferris Athletic Complex at 2:30. Good luck, Owls. The Highlands High School Mighty Owl Band is under the direction of Mr. Chris Garcia and Dr. Naranjo. Percussion Director, Joseph Mendito. And Color Guard Director is Miss Madison Gomez. We would like to thank our amazing Principal Adrian Hidd and outstanding administrative team for their continuous support of music education.
And there you have it, the halftime performances of the Jefferson Mustangs dance team. Of course, the lassos and lariats. And their marching band, and same for the Highlands Owls, their dance team and their marching band. As I understand, tomorrow is a big day for many bands in the area. It'll be a UIL marching contest tomorrow. Many will compete there. When we got here, we saw Burbank High School, of course, SAISD Sports Complex right off the campus of Burbank. We saw the Burbank High School band practicing and getting ready for tomorrow. We're getting fired up for that. We wish all the bands who are competing tomorrow at UIL contest and whenever they compete this year, of course, we wish them all the best. And a big part of our streams here from the SAISD Sports Complex and, of course, over at Memorial Stadium where RC Audio Sports streams games from there. Robert Villafranca alongside Bobby Mendez. It's Reese Robinson handling all the production duties today. The Castros, Sebastian and Isaiah upstairs at the video cameras. And Arissa, you might have caught her on our cameras on the field getting some still shots. We're at halftime, and we're going to take a short break, and we'll bring you back for kickoff.
Been in a crash? It's illegal for lawyers to contact you first. If yours did, it could ruin your case. Don't trust law firms that break the law. Choose Martinez & Associates, voted San Antonio's best law firm 3 years in a row. After you've been in a crash, go with the law firm you can trust. Call Martinez & Associates. With us, it's personal.
Call 210-337-1111. That's 210-337-1111.
Get ready. Grab it, let's go. Come, Victor. Hold it, go.
And we bring you back live to the SAISD Sports Complex. You're watching this game on RC Audio Sports 2, The Dose, on YouTube. You found us. Make sure that you're subscribed before you click out tonight. Subscribe and hit the bell icon so you are notified every time we go live. Got some scores from around the area that might be of interest to some watching this stream. Lanier and Brad playing tonight. Sal Theas and Steve Garcia, lifelong friends. I believe they were friends from about the third grade on and got into coaching together. Steve Garcia, of course, a coordinator for Lanier before he went and assumed the head coaching duties at BRAC. Lanier is leading that one at Alamo Stadium, 21-6 currently. Over at in Kerrville, the McCollum Cowboys have traveled to Kerrville. They're actually facing an alum. Curtis Neal, the head coach of the Tybee Antlers, is a former quarterback and alum of McCollum, but Tybee is winning that one at the end of the first quarter. It's 14-7, and at halftime, just got a score. Tybee has opened it up 42-14 at halftime. And keeping you posted on the John J. Harlandale game, the volleyball game that's going on at the Sylvia Cardinals gym tonight. The Harlandale Indians won the first two sets, and Jay has come back and won the third and fourth set. So they're in the fifth set, and I'm waiting for a score from that match. The Jay Mustangs have done that before to another opponent. They were down 0-2 to Southwest. They were down 2 to Southwest before they came back and won the last three sets there. So no stranger, the Mustangs are no stranger to 5-set matches, and they're in another one here tonight at the Sylvia Cardinals gym on the campus of Harlandale High School. We'll update you on that if we get a final from Harlandale High School. Here at the SAISD Sports Complex, I got to say, let me amend that. Here at the beautiful SAISD Sports Complex, I don't know, I love this place. The Jefferson Mustangs out to a 28-7 lead at halftime. The Owls trailing 28-7, scored late in the first half, and of course will take the opening kickoff. But they've struggled. They've struggled mightily to move the ball here tonight. The Jefferson Mustangs defense has been solid. 2 big explosive plays for the Mustangs and a defensive pick 6 for 3 of the 4 Jefferson Mustang scores. And so here we are. We're going to bring you the second half. This is a big one for the Highlands Owls. We're counting it a must-win. I can't envision a scenario where the Highlands Owls get into the playoffs without winning this one here tonight. So very, very much a must-win for the Highlands Owls, and they will certainly bring out all the urgency that they've got in their jerseys for the second half. Bobby Mendez will give us a play-by-play.
Thank you, Coach. Mustangs ready to kick off. Ronaldo Perez Mendez to kick off to start this second half of play. Short kick, fair caught. And the Owls will get the football.
Number 60 for the Highlands Owls gets tasked with that high lob kick. And boy, number 60, Ezekiel Hernandez, probably doesn't get to touch the ball much. And he comes off the field pretty fired up. He did what he had to do, a fair catch. He caught it cleanly, went to the ground, and gave the Highlands Owls really good field position here to start the third quarter. They're going to start this drive from their own 43-yard line.
McCain in motion. Handoff up the middle, up to the 45, right to the 46. So they start off with the run up the middle and get 3 yards on that gain.
And we've got a final from the Sylvia Cardenas gym on the campus of Harlandale High School. The Harlandale Indians have claimed the fifth set. 15-10 was the score there. So the Indians beat John Jay in 5 sets and will control their own destiny going forward. This very likely will set up a big Game 16 showdown between Harlandale and South San for that final playoff spot.
Garcia was in the pocket, had to roll out and get rid of the football. The pass incomplete. He was looking for Javon Flemings, and that will bring up third down.
That again, we're going to get off. We're going to get off volleyball in just a second, Bob. those people, those viewers that are watching and have an interest in what's going on in 28-5A volleyball. Of course, that's contingent. The Indians have to beat Southside as well. But if they take care of business, that Game 16, the last game of the season against South San, could determine the final playoff spot.
Garcia into whisper, a play to his receiver. In the pocket, lets it fly. Pass is incomplete. He was looking for Jeremiah McCain.
And that flag comes in late from the back judge. And Jeremiah McCain not given an opportunity to catch the ball. The defender was underneath him, and it was underthrown as you get that back shoulder underthrown pass. Not a bad pass to throw. The defender did not give McCain an opportunity to come back and make a play, and that's, by definition, interference, first down, Highlands.
10-yard penalty, automatic first down.
So after that, it will be an automatic first down, and the Highlands Owls will set up shop now inside Jefferson territory at their 39-yard line. So let's see if the Owls can capitalize on this momentum here to start or to keep their first drive alive here in this second half of play here.
Mustangs have had a great night here defensively. They've made a couple of mistakes to let the Owls off the hook.
Owls will keep it on the ground. The handoff over to Josiah Carrillo, and he'll be brought down after picking up a yard there. To the
Aaron Garcia for the Jefferson Mustangs, a nice defensive play again. And I'm going to come back. I'm going to start the second half just like I ended the first half. Edge defense for the Mustangs has been outstanding.
Second down and 9 after that 1-yard pickup For the Owls, Adam Garcia with 2 receivers to his left and 1 to his right. Play action, roll out, but the defense for the Mustangs right there to know exactly what to do. And Garcia goes down at the 45.
Andrew Arredondo handled the. We'll get the stat for the tackle, but that was an 8-man rush there. Everybody coming at the Highlands Owls as the Jefferson Mustangs were ready to collapse any pocket that the Owls were attempting to form there. And again, another 3rd down and long. The Owls have just been saddled with third down and long all night long.
Garcia sends McCain in motion. Garcia in the pocket, has time. Now scrambling, still looking to get rid of the ball, and he does. The pass caught by Javon Flemings.
Adam Garcia does a good job of keeping his eyes downfield there. He stepped up into the pocket as it was good coverage, and the pocket again collapsing around him. But he kept his eyes downfield, found a receiver, and got 4th down and 9, which is on the high side of manageable. But in a situation like this, trailing by 3, struggling to move the ball, I can't fault Coach Landeros for a 4th down attempt here, even though it's 4th down and 9 at the Mustangs 40-yard line.
I'm sticking my hand out the window here, and I feel a big breeze coming, so it's going to be hard for Garcia to throw against the wind. So he's rolling out, still looking to throw, but he's got room, and he'll pick up the 1st down on the run.
I think earlier in the game, I misidentified Adam Garcia as a right-handed quarterback. He is definitely a left-handed quarterback. They like to roll him that way, and one of the rare times this evening that the Jefferson Mustangs edge was not set. They had somebody run off the edge. Garcia will roll out that way, finds a lot of open ground, and gets those 9 yards himself. So move the chains. The Highlands Owls a new series of downs.
2 receivers to our near side for Garcia. The Mustangs showing blitz, and I don't know if that forced maybe the offense to move, or if they moved into the neutral zone.
Offsides is the call against the Jefferson Mustangs. So the officials in a situation like that, they determined that it was a Mustangs movement that caused the Owls to move. And that'll be an offsides penalty. Move the line of scrimmage up 5 yards and leave the down marker at 1. So 1st down and 5 instead of 1st down and 10. And the Highlands Owls approaching the red zone, an area that they have not occupied much here tonight, but getting very close to the red zone.
Still on the very first drive of the 2nd half for the Highlands Owls. 2 receivers near side, 1 back in the backfield. I believe that's Carrillo. And
got a timeout on the field, and the Owls are calling it. I don't think it came from the sideline. The officials do have the prerogative to call a timeout if there's a uniform issue. And Coach Landeros is going to go over to the referee to determine just what is the origin of this timeout call, because it certainly didn't come from the sideline.
Coach Landeros speaking with the officials.
Trailing by 3 here, and it'll be comeback mentality for the Owls. You certainly don't want to squander those timeouts. That's a big call that will go against the Highlands Owls here as they try to make their way back. I'm looking up at the scoreboard. Timeouts remaining, and that hasn't moved.
And I don't even think they signaled who called the timeout.
Well, they pointed over to Highlands,
okay.
And that's why Coach Landeros is out there, questioning the call. Where exactly did it come from? I'm gonna have to go next door to the on a break. I'm gonna have to go ask the official here next door in the press box to see if that was a timeout or not. The scoreboard still shows 3 timeouts for Highlands and 3 timeouts for Jeff. So we'll clarify that. 1st down and 5.
Deep inside Mustang territory, Play action, the pass in the middle of the field. The pass is caught to McCain, and McCain gets in for a touchdown. So the Highlands Owls coming into the second half, drawing up a big drive and getting into the end zone for a touchdown. That was Jeremiah McCain in the end zone on a 23-yard touchdown pass. The extra point attempt now happening. The kick is up, and that one is good. So check that off the box there for the Highlands Owls on things to do and coming back in for the second half of play.
Quick look before we go to break here. A play action pass. McCain in a post pattern. The safety was there. Tried to knock him back. McCain kept his balance. 360 into the end zone. Touchdown. We've got a game here. 8 minutes and 33 seconds left to play in the third quarter. It is 28-14. The Mustangs still up by 2 touchdowns. Watching high school football on RC Audio Sports 2, the Dose YouTube channel. We'll be right back.
Ready! Set! Go!
It's a bad idea to run a foot race against these guys, just like it's a bad idea to go up against the billion-dollar auto insurance industry all alone.
Hire Martinez and Associates. With us, it's personal.
It was 7 plays, 57 yards, 3 minutes and 27 seconds off the clock. It was a 23-yard touchdown pass to Jeremiah McCain from quarterback Adam Garcia, and the Highlands Owls cut the lead in half.
A great play call by the Highlands Owls. The Owls having a hard time keeping that pocket in place against for the pass at that time, showing play action, freezing the line and the linebackers a bit and getting that ball downfield.
Jared Lopez kicks it deep, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. Smart play there by the Mustangs, letting that one roll out.
That'll get them an extra 5 yards.
Dylan Caffey for the Mustangs.
Caffey looking downfield and making sure that he had enough time there. And, of course, there's a little risk on that play, but as it turned out, savvy, and it worked in the Mustangs' favor. So instead of getting the ball at the 25, move it up 5 yards because illegal procedure, kicking the football out of bounds. The Jefferson Mustangs will start this drive at the 30-yard line. The Owls have now narrowed the deficit to 14 points. We've got a game.
So if the Highland Owls can come up with the stop here, that would be beneficial for the Owls. The Mustangs will just keep the ball on the ground on the run play, and the defense for the Owls do a great job of not allowing many yards. Ball now spotted at the 33-yard line. 3-yard pickup for Highlands.
Got an injury on the field, Bobby, and the trainers are out to tend to the injury. We're going to take a short break. We'll be right back.
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action?
Heck yes, that'd be awesome.
Have great attention to detail? Want to stay active?
Definitely.
Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously, yes.
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials in Texas, because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
We welcome you back here to SAISD Sports Complex. Coach Robert Villafranca, I'm Bobby Mendez, along with the rest of the RC Audio Sports crew, Isaiah Castro, Sebastian Castro, Larissa and Caleb Castro, and Reese Robinson. Second down now here for the Jefferson Mustangs. After a 3-yard pickup. Big number 44, Badillo, back into the ballgame at fullback. One receiver split to each side for Urdiales. The handoff goes to Behar, and Behar gets stuffed for a loss. Back to the original line of scrimmage. Good defensive stop there by the Highlands Owls.
The Owls defense just challenging the Mustangs to put that ball up in the air, something that they have not been averse to. They've done a good job of that in the first half. Not much of it yet here in the second half, but the Highlands Owls defense just filling that box, stacking that box with 7, 8 players and challenging the Mustangs to put that in the air. Third down and long here for the Mustangs, and this could be a momentum changer here if we get a 3 and out, a quick series, and the Owls get the ball back. This could be a momentum changer.
Big third down for both. Rolling right, the pass. Incomplete, so a big stop there by the Highlands Owls defense.
Pass was incomplete. Even if it had been caught, it would have been about 3 yards shy, and we've got a player down over there on the Mustangs sideline. Again, the trainer's tending to him, so we're going to take a break while the trainers do that, and we'll bring you back for the Mustang punt.
At San Antonio ISD, parents and students have a choice to pick the best schools, a choice to take programs that explore a student's interests, and a choice to grow while keeping the future in mind. With so many options to best fit a student's needs, why go anywhere else? Choose SAISD.
Apply now at saisd.net/enroll or call 210-554-22.
And we bring you back live, Bobby Mendez with play-by-play.
Getting ready to punt the ball away. Riley Dixon back to receive. Punt is up. Dixon calls for a fair catch, and Highlands will get the ball back. Just exactly what they wanted to do. Second box checked for Highlands as they came back from the halftime break. First thing to do was to get the football, get into the end zone. Next thing to do, make a stop, give your offense another opportunity.
I'm going to say 2A check box is Devontae Riley fielding that punt. It has been a little bit of a head shaker in the first half as so many punts landed and rolled another 15, 20 yards. And Devontae Riley stepping up and fielding that punt and giving the Owls some pretty good field position to start their second drive.
From their own 45, they run the football. Carrillo gets across midfield and into Jefferson territory at the Jefferson 49.
A team that likes to run the ball as much as the Highlands Owls do. The first down just becomes so important. And if you stay ahead of the chains, you can stay with your running mindset. But as soon as you start falling back behind the chains, you start having to do something you're not real crazy about doing. That's putting the ball in the air. First down so important to the Owls.
From the near side hash again, Carrillo. No, it's going to be Garcia. He has room along the sideline. There's a flag at the 5. He goes out of bounds and he's hit hard.
Oh boy, Bobby, I think that one is coming back, and there are actually 2 flags on the play. One at the about the 43, and then one over here at the 33. The 33, I'm almost positive, is going to be called a hold, as it was thrown right at the point of a block there. And this other one is going to be holding against the Owls. That's one call. And maybe both flags went at the same penalty. So 2 flags, 1 penalty, holding against the Owls. And that is going to be, that's a spot foul. So from the holding call, if it happens in front of the line of scrimmage. So Bob, since they're marking that one off from the 44-yard line, I'm going to say that there were actually 2 holding calls, and they're going to choose that one, mark off from the 44, and that's going to come back to the Owls 46. It'll still be second down, but again, take the first down off the board. That was going to be take the long play off the board, take the first down off the board, and make it second down and 9 instead of second down and 5, which the Owls had earned after a nice first down play.
Good run, good play, or good fake to Carrillo. Next, Devontae Riley in motion. Here comes the blitz. Somehow, Garcia gets away from him. Gets away from another defender. Now he's going backwards, and he will be brought down at the 35, and his helmet pops off once again.
Boy, that That play went down the tubes as Aaron Garcia came around the edge and it was in Adam Garcia's lap. About the time that Adam Garcia had dropped back to the passing point. And here you go again, going in the wrong direction. Would have been a good idea to get rid of that football, but with the kind of pursuit that he had, I don't know that Adam was able to really collect himself and get a ball downfield. So look at this drive. First play, 5-yard gain. It was a 2nd down and 5. Then a holding brings it back, a 2nd down and 9. A big tackle for a loss. Now 3rd down and 20, from 2nd down and 5 to 3rd down and 20.
Well, it looks like they're letting Garcia come in even though his helmet was off.
You usually have to sit out of play when your helmet comes off, and Adam Garcia not being asked to sit out of play. No timeout. They're down in a bunch. Going to go to the air.
Looking left.
Nope.
Pass is incomplete. Was looking for receiver Jeremiah McCain.
McCain can make things happen, so we've seen him make some big plays after catch, but he'd have been hard pressed to get 20 yards after making that catch, even if he had made it. So 4th down and 20. I mean, what we were looking at was a promising start to a Highlands Owls drive, and just like that, the punter is back on the field, and the ball goes back to the Mustangs with a 14-point lead here in the 3rd quarter.
Jared Lopez punts it. That will take a bounce, and it will take a small Highlands bounce, and the ball will be spotted at the 38-yard line. So the Mustangs will get the ball with 4:21 to go here in this 3rd quarter. So the Highlands Owls were looking to kind of creep back in on that drive, but a couple of mishaps for the Owls.
Every possession is so important. We started the game talking about how every game going forward is so important for the Owls. At this point, Bobby, it comes down to every possession being important. Down by 2 touchdowns, of course, you can't give up a score here to go down by 3 late in the 3rd quarter. So every possession, if not every single play, becomes crucial.
Oh, Fernandez will take a direct snap, and he will handle that and get it across the 45.
A little bit of a wildcat formation there, and student body ride as Hernandez had all kinds of blockers over there leading the way for him. Jefferson, a herd of Mustangs making ground for him. Looked like about a 6-yard gain. The ball going to the far hash mark.
So that brings up 2nd down and short here for Jefferson, with one receiver far to the right side for Urdiales. Ball's on the ground, and the Mustangs will jump right on top of it, so they'll lose a yard back at the 45.
Lose a yard, but very fortunately for the Mustangs, keep possession. Michael Behar did not get a good handoff, and the Mustangs have shown a tendency to put the ball on the ground. And of course, up by 14, that's the last thing you want to do in any situation. But certainly, you don't. That's the way that the Owls will get back into the game. You certainly don't want to give them that opportunity. You don't want to open the door for a comeback.
Urdiales to Behar. Behar right side, and he'll pick up a couple of yards, bringing up a 4th and short for the Mustangs.
Bobby, you mentioned the breeze earlier, and as the Mustangs line up for a little bit of a hybrid type punt, 4th and less than 5, so maybe hard count first. We'll see what Coach Badillo has in mind here. Of course, the offensive coordinator, Jacob Delgado, as well.
About 13 seconds on the play clock. Maybe they'll call a timeout. 1 second. Timeout is taken. Coach, do you want to keep it here?
Yeah, we'll keep it right here. Give us an opportunity to visit with you about 7 Cents Media. We've been telling you about them all season long. It's the Castros. You know them. Even if you don't know, you know them. Sebastian Castro, Isaiah Castro, Arissa Castro, even Caleb Castro sometimes here doing professional work for RC Audio Sports. When they're not spending time with us, they're doing their own thing with 7 Cents Media. You need a podcast, a documentary, a music video, a big event, a videograph. Get some professionals to do it. 7 Cents Media. The Castros will take care of that, and you will be satisfied. Their website is right there on our screen. If you missed it, of course, we're archiving the game. You can always come back and find that as well.
Maybe we can get them to do a Villafranca reality show.
Okay, that just made me laugh. Okay, I'm just trying to envision that one. Let's go to idea number 2. Although I have a beautiful granddaughter that would be a star, on a reality show. So let's keep it on idea 1 for now.
All right. Mustangs on the 4th down. They take it to Fernandez, and he's close.
Forward progress is going to be big here, Bob. I'm looking at the official. Coach Landero is pointing the other way, and the chains are leaning north.
Oh, boy, he needed to get to the 50, and guess where he got to the 50.
Oh, my gosh, marking forward progress. That was critical, right at the line to gain, and boy, not another inch more. The Mustangs will keep this drive alive and will hold on to that 14-point lead and chew more time off the clock. We're under the 2-minute mark of the third quarter, so, time becoming more and more critical with every tick of the clock.
Three-back situation here for the Mustangs. They hand the ball off. A couple of yards on that carry. Up to the 48 into Highlands territory.
Oh, a flag late.
Yep.
My goodness. Just so important to keep your emotions in check here. And I'll take this opportunity to remind our viewers that athletics, extracurricular activities is part of the educational process and the lessons that you learn in the heat of battle and the heat of competition. Got a delay of game. It's not an unsportsmanlike conduct. It won't be as bad as probably somebody spiked the ball or kicked the ball away or whatever. It's a 5-yard penalty. At least it is not a 15-yarder, and that will give the Mustangs a first down. And I say at least if you're rooting for the Owls, if you're rooting for the Mustangs, you would certainly be hoping for a big 15-yarder. But it was not. You hate to see the unsportsmanlike conduct and the personal foul after the play is dead. That's just something that's not my favorite thing to see. And it wasn't that.
2nd and 5 now for the Mustangs. Toss right side. This goes over to Davis. But, Coach, we got Nick Valle in at quarterback right now for the Mustangs.
Nick Valle has had some quarterback snaps. Not sure the reason for the substitution. But Valle has played a little quarterback for the Mustangs. Doesn't throw the ball much, but he's got a couple of completions on 9 attempts, thrown a touchdown pass. So it's not his first rodeo here tonight. He's been there before.
I see what you did there, Coach. Rodeo Mustangs.
Yeah,
I got it. Valle hands the ball off to again Davis. He'll get to the 32, maybe the 32-yard line. So the Mustangs continuing to move the football.
Marnez Davis has shown his ability to make tacklers miss.
He's got speed and moves.
He's got that zig and the zag. And then he can dig in and get you some muscle there at the end of the play as well. The clock winding down to the 0 mark of the third quarter, so we won't have another play in the third quarter here tonight. The third quarter is over. And we're heading to the fourth. You're watching high school football on the RC Audio Sports 2 YouTube channel.
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action?
Heck yes, that'd be awesome.
Have great attention to detail? Want to stay active?
Definitely.
Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously, yes.
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials in Texas because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
Back here to start the fourth quarter, Coach Robert Villafranca. I am Bobby Mendez, along with the RC Audio crew. Reese Robinson as Tech Director. Isaiah, Sebastian, Arissa, and Caleb Castro. It is a family affair here at SAISD Sports Complex. Fourth quarter, it's been a very entertaining game. The Highland Owls did what they had to do at the end of the second quarter and in the beginning of the third quarter. And then the Mustangs kind of put a tighter grip on that. But here they are trying to reclaim a bigger lead as they now have the football at the Owls' 32-yard line. And Nick Valle hands the ball off to Behar. Behar still on his feet, somehow escaped the pile, and he got knocked out at the 10-yard line, so the Mustangs pick up a big first down. A 22-yard gain for Michael Behar. Bringing up a first down, and the ball is at the 11. So a 1st and 10 for the Mustangs. Valle gets it back to Behar. Behar didn't like what he saw the first time, went the other way and back to the original side on the left side, and Behar gets into the end zone for 11-yard touchdown run. And the Mustangs.
That's going to be a fun run to review, Bobby. He went left and didn't like what he saw. He went right, didn't like what he saw that way. He says, well, let me check back left, and he liked it better the second time around. The Highlands Owls did not have the edge set, and Behar into the end zone for the Mustangs. Swinging gate, they're going to run it.
Pass in the corner of the end zone is incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no bueno.
And we'll take another look at Behar. He looks left, he looks right. He says, well, let me look left again. Untouched. A score. High school football on the RC Audio Sports 2 YouTube channel. We'll be right back.
Ready! Set! Go!
It's a bad idea to run a foot race against these guys, just like it's a bad idea to go up against the billion-dollar auto insurance industry all alone.
Hire Martinez and Associates. With us, it's personal.
And Mac Hakes Southway Ford can make it personal as well. Located in the heart of the of Southside San Antonio on I-35 between Zarzamora and Highway 16. If you're thinking about buying a new or pre-owned vehicle, don't do it until you talk to Mac Hakes Southway Ford, and David Benavides. Anthony Martinez will guide you through the process. It can get complicated, but they'll make sure that you'll get the best deal on your vehicle, make sure that you'll get the best trade-in value on your existing vehicle. Do what so many others before you have done. Trust Anthony and David at Mac Hakes Southway Ford.
9 plays, 62-yard drive, taking 4 minutes and 28 seconds off the clock. It was an 11-yard touchdown run by Michael Behar to give the Mustangs 6 more points. The extra point, no good. And now, time of the essence here for the Highlands Owls as they have the football.
And if time is of the essence on a construction project for you, and it includes concrete, Presidio Concrete is the call you need to make. Hector Gonzalez, Dre Gutierrez, private or public, big or small, commercial, residential, whatever it is. They've helped do the gorilla enclosure at the San Antonio Zoo. They've done the concrete work at Vets Memorial, but they can help on any project you have in your
Glenn, our very own Glenn Revelle, ran into the Presidio Concrete Fellows over at a golf tournament, and they say hello.
All right.
And appreciate us, and we appreciate
We
them.
appreciate them as well. And you know what? I don't do this enough when I talk about our sponsors. You can also can also help us out so much by calling them and telling them that you heard about them on RC Audio Sports. That would be very helpful to us. We're building a community of people who value high school sports and I beg your pardon, Bobby.
Go ahead, Coach. It's all right.
Value high school sports, understand the value of these activities, extracurricular activities to their communities and to the education of these student athletes. And we appreciate those sponsors who are helping us get this done. If you are interested in joining our sponsorship team, easy to do. We're easy to find on social media or call us. 210-379-4628. Send me a text. I'll call you back, and we'll visit about sponsorship opportunities.
After the 5-yard pickup, it is a 2nd down and 5 for Highlands. Adam Garcia has a little bit of time, gets away from a couple of defenders, got rid of the football. The pass is completed to Javon Flemings for a 1st down. Big pass there for the Highlands Owls as they have the wind at their back.
Nice patience by Adam Garcia, and on that play, the Mustangs have put a lot of eggs in the pass defense basket. Only rushing 3. The pocket was able to hold 3 off of Adam. Adam looking downfield and had patience enough to let Jovan Flemings find a hole in the defensive backfield, delivered for a 1st down.
Highlands, of course, needing to get some points on the board quickly here. Garcia under center. Carrillo the carry, and he'll get to the 43-yard line on a 3-yard pickup. 4-yard pickup, excuse me.
And another example of a good 1st down play, staying ahead of the chains. Bringing up a 2nd down and 6. A running team like the Owls are running almost 70% of the time. So important to stay ahead of the chains.
2nd down and 6 for Highlands, as they need a quick score here and a few stops. Play action, option. McCain, 1st down. McCain and some. He'll get down to about the 32-yard line. So move the chains now for Highlands.
Highlands going with a little bit of misdirection, a little counter option, as Garcia opened to his left and countered to his right. A nice pitch to McCain, and McCain across the line to gain. So a 1st down for the Owls.
2 receivers who are near side. Out of the shotgun, Garcia. Carrillo gets the handoff. He runs into a little bit of traffic, but he will make his way through for some good yardage to the 27-yard line. Bringing up 2nd down and about 5. Out of the shotgun, Carrillo, now a reverse. This one over to Dixon. Dixon near to the 20. Devontae Riley, excuse me. But there is a flag on the play.
Josiah Carrillo is pointing to the Mustangs. He seems to have some inside info. Let's see how good his intel is. As he's pointing towards the Mustangs, and he thinks this penalty will go against Jefferson.
And if it does, that was a 7-yard gain, depending on whatever that call would be. That would
looked like the gain was good enough for a 1st down. So unless it was a big 10-yard penalty, a 15-yard penalty, they would probably decline this and take the result of the play. The ball sitting at the 20-yard line. We got a dead ball foul, personal foul. Oh, intel was wrong. Well, dead ball foul, personal foul both ways. Those will offset. Bobby, that was a dead ball foul, so that happened after the play. The play will stand, and so the 1st down is will hold. It's not a live ball penalty, so it doesn't offset and replay. It's a dead ball. It's a dead ball penalty, and so the result of the play should hold, and it does. There goes the chain gang marching down the field along with the Highlands Owls. 1st and 10. The Owls in the red zone, trailing by 3. Still 8 minutes and 34 seconds left to play. I don't think we've certainly seen crazier things happen. This is the point where we say we've seen crazier things happen, but we've certainly called enough games to see teams come back from a 3 touchdown deficit. And but the Owls are going to have to get things in order quickly.
2 back-to-back first downs for Highlands. First down before that one was a nice pass play.
I'm going to go back to Josiah Carrillo. His intel was half right. So
Yeah. In other words, don't worry about it, Coach. It's going to be all right.
It's going to be okay, yeah.
5 wide receivers set. They go with the reverse again, and this time the Owls. Oh, wait a second. He passed it right back to Garcia as he was going down.
Trying to make something happen. And again, Marco Godinez. The edge play has just been superb. If I've said it 10 times tonight, I'm going to say it 11. The Jefferson Mustangs edge has been outstanding. Marco Godinez, again on the reverse, unfold, playing his responsibility right there where he needed to be, waiting on the reverse to come back his way, and a big tackle for a loss, about a 9-yard loss on the play. The officials trying to figure out whether the ball was still alive when the ball was pitched back and where it landed after that. Timeout, the referee says. Let's sort this out. Grounding.
So loss of down?
So loss of down.
And the penalty, or the yardage. So that'll take him down to the 34.
That's what an illegal forward pass, same as grounding, same penalty as grounding, a loss of down at that point, and so the ball comes back to the 34-yard line. So a tackle for loss, tack on a little penalty yardage, and again behind the 8 ball, the Highlands Owls, and a 3rd down and forever. Feels like they've been in this situation all night long.
Garcia out of the shotgun. Fakes it, the handoff. Passes deep. Pass incomplete out of the hands of Javon Flemings. That was a great play that they drew up. Just Flemings not able to bring that one in. So pass incomplete.
We saw them score on that play going in the other direction, play action and a post route, and just unable to hold on to the football.
And I mean, this is 4-down territory, right?
Absolutely, yeah. 4-down situation, and trailing by 3. This is it. I don't know that there are enough minutes for enough possessions after this one if the Owls do not convert.
First option, get to the 10 or beyond. Second option, get into the end zone. Twins to the far side. Garcia with Carrillo with the extra block. Garcia scrambling. Garcia gets rid of it. Pass is incomplete. McCain couldn't come up with it. Wouldn't have been enough for the first down anyway had he caught it.
Been about 10 yards shy, so the Jefferson Mustangs defense again, they do their job. And speaking of doing your job, Yvette Diaz with Soul Rose Medicare Legacy. If you're eligible for Medicare insurance, are going to be eligible in 2026. Yvette Diaz is a call that you need to make. It can be a complicated process, and you need a professional in your corner helping you out, giving you your options. Even if you love your insurance this year, the thing about Medicare is that every year the policies can change. So it's a good idea to evaluate your policy every year at the end of the year after October 15th and before January 1st. Yvette Diaz can help you do that. Get her in your corner.
7:03 remaining in the ball game. 3-score advantage for the Mustangs. They start from their own 34, and the defense for Highlands making a big stop.
Marnez Diaz has had, not Diaz, but Marnez Davis has had an excellent night tonight on that play. It's tackled for a loss, but I know that the instructions coming off that Mustangs sideline is protect the football. At this point, protect the football. We'll get 3 downs. Again, you do your clock math here on in the fourth quarter. You keep the ball alive. You get 40 seconds of play. So 3 downs get you 120 seconds. That's 2 minutes for every first down. The Mustangs, if they take care of business, won't be giving this ball up till around the 4.5-minute mark.
Davis gets the call, but he'll be brought down behind the line of scrimmage, and flags will come up.
Again, another high tackle. That was either a face mask or a horse collar, but the way he went down, certainly an illegal tackle, and that's going to be a fresh set of downs for the Jefferson Mustangs. So look up at the clock, and another 2 minutes. Personal foul, face mask it was, 15 yards, an automatic first down. So an automatic first down for the Jefferson Mustangs, 6 minutes and 14 seconds. 3 plays will get it down to the 4 minute and 14 seconds mark if the Mustangs don't do anything to stop the clock. So again, the ticks getting fewer and fewer for the Owls as they are watching a must-win situation leave their grasp. The Mustangs, if things continue as they are, will get their second win of the season. They'll improve to 2-1 tonight, and they still have 3 games left. So it looks like the Mustangs are marching for a playoff spot.
Michael Behar finds some room, but he'll have to go out of bounds. So the clock will stop temporarily, or it will stop.
Yeah.
Not temporarily. It's only for the first down.
That's right. And I'm doing this for Coach Kamalander. Robert, it's the small things. It's the little things. Okay, I think that was Coach Kamalander. That is Coach Kamalander's biggest peeve is when a running back goes out of bounds late in the game instead of being tackled inbounds. So I'm always reminded we had an opportunity to call games with Coach Kamalander. He's still over there with KCWX. And
the living legend.
The living legend, Coach Kamalander. We love you.
Up the middle. This time ball carried by Gabriel Benavides. Check that. That was Damian Ramirez.
Speaking of living legends, Superior Tax, owned and operated. Founded, owned, and operated by Bobby Mendez. A legend in the tax business, and his phone number is right there. If even though we're a bit away from April 15th, it's not too early to get your things together, and Bobby would really appreciate a phone call and you allowing him to coach you a little bit through the process earlier than April 14th.
Yeah, we'll talk about that. Again, that was Damian Ramirez on the carry.
Of course, if you call him on April 14th, you know Bobby's going to help you out then too, but don't do it to him. Hey, we're in what are we in? Basketball season then, you know, so we can't be doing that to Bobby in the spring. Call him now. Get things in order. Get organized. Get the max return.
Second down and 10. The clock's running at 4:33. Byatt, play action, was going to throw it, but had a defender in his face and just took the sack.
Did the right thing. Took the sack there instead of throwing it errantly here, especially with the clock running. Getting close to the 4-minute mark now. But, you know, we talk about quarterbacks, and nice to have a good arm, nice to have some wheels, but it's really important to have football IQ and to be able to manage the game. Know when you got to know when to hold them, got to know when to fold them.
Oh, the gambler.
You want a bit of a gambler at that quarterback spot, but, you know, good gambles.
Via to Davis. Davis, maybe a couple of yards, but most importantly for the Jefferson Mustangs there, keeping that clock running.
Interesting that you make the comparison to a gambler. Even the best poker players, and little do I know about that, but the best poker players will tell you that they really aren't gambling. They know the odds. And that's what you want from a quarterback. You don't throw an interception on first or second down. Try not to take a sack, but you certainly will take a sack over an interception in a situation like this.
Baya out of the shotgun. 3 seconds on the play clock. 1 second. No seconds. No whistles.
Flags delay a game, and I like it. Take the 5-yard penalty here. It's not going to hurt you. I don't know that the Mustangs are going to need their timeout, but in a situation like this, I always like to see a program take that 5-yard penalty, especially at midfield. You're going to punt it away.
Back to your gambling talk, Coach.
Analogy, huh?
Analogy, yes. Yeah. Maybe not so much a good topic. I don't know. Okay. I was gonna mention some techniques, but for another show.
We'll do it on another show. There you go. And disclaimer: don't take any advice from me on that topic. I've just heard people say.
So the punt, and the Highlands Owls have to get to work, but maybe a little too late. 2:38 remaining on the clock.
Two minutes and 38 seconds left. We have the 2-minute warning coming up as well. The 2-minute warning now a part of high school and college football games. I'd be interested. I'm kind of neutral about it. I'm kind of really I'm kind of neutral about it. What I am interested in, I'd like to know the arguments for it. Yeah, how did, after all these years of no 2-minute warning, and
how did that come up?
How did it come up, and how were the the powers how were the powers convinced that 2-minute warning was?
Garcia scrambling, got rid of the football. The ball was caught. Enough for a first down. The catch made by McCain.
Clock is running.
Second down and 2 for Highlands after that 8-yard pickup by Jeremiah McCain. McCain in motion, and Garcia scrambling. Oh, he takes a shot, got rid of it, and ball got intercepted and taken away. Interception for Jefferson was made by Michael Behar. Two-minute warning coming up, so we're going to take a quick break. We'll come back for the final 2 minutes of this ball game. You're watching SAISD High School football on RC Audio Sports 2.
At San Antonio ISD, parents and students have a choice. A choice to pick the best schools, a choice to take programs that explore a student's interests, and a choice to grow while keeping the future in mind. With so many options to best fit a student's needs, why go anywhere else? Choose SAISD.
Apply now at saisd.net/enroll or call 210-554-2660 for more information.
Back in action here at SAISD Sports Complex. Just getting back from the 2-minute warning. And all the Highlands Owls the Jefferson Mustangs have to do is keep it on the ground, keep the clock running, as Marnez Davis got the handoff. So the clock will continue to run here, but a minute and a half, and Jefferson Mustangs will go to 2-1. Looks like that bye week really benefited the Mustangs. Extra time to prepare for the Highlands Owls.
And refresh my memory on what they have coming up. The Mustangs had that open week, and then Highlands tonight. They've got Houston, Brack, and Edison still left on their schedule. Nobody has put a mark on the Houston Hurricanes record, district record yet. They've got Houston next week, and then Brack and Edison following them.
Aaron Garcia, number 22 on the ball carry. Looks like the second unit will come in to finish off the game here for the Jefferson Mustangs. Is back out on the field is Aiden Urdiales, who will take a knee, and that'll do it for this ball game here at SAISD Sports Complex. The final score, 34-14, Jefferson Mustangs doing what they had to do here at SAISD Sports Complex. So, we good to do the Martinez and Associates players of the game now, Coach?
I think we can do that before we sign off, Bobby.
On offense, the Martinez and Associates player of the game, number 24, Michael Behar. And on the defensive side, the Martinez and Associates defensive player of the game, that's number 22, Aaron Garcia. Congratulations to you two for being selected as the Martinez and Associates players of the game. That'll do it for our broadcast. I'll let Coach Villafranca give us a last message here.
And right before we sign off, there's our schedule for this coming week. We've got MacArthur and South End volleyball on Tuesday. RC Audio Sports will have Alamo Heights and McCullum on, let me take a look at that. On Friday, next Thursday, we'll be back here. Next Thursday and next Friday, we'll be back here at the SAISD Sports Complex. We're going to sign off here. Robert Villafranca, try to bring you some color alongside Bobby Mendez's play-by-play. Reese Robinson at the tech table. This is the Castro, Sebastian, and Isaiah at the video cameras, and Rissa at the still camera. And thank you for joining us. We'll see you down the road. We'll catch you next time. And look for our post-game interview. We're going to try to go catch up to Coach Badillo. Good night.